What is up, my fellow drunken stoolosophers? Stu for Stoolosophy, the drunken philosopher here. So, I'm just sitting around one day minding my own business when Trust Your Sources busts into the room and he has a vitally important question for me to ask and wants my help on. Looks me dead in the eye, the most serious look I've ever seen on a man's face before, and asks me, should we sit to pee? Now, I am very interested in helping humanity advance socially and civilly, so of course, I want in on this. Sure, go ahead and laugh if you want, but this isn't some low-level, feet-on-wet-sands philosophy that we're dealing with here. We're going to have to go deeper. This might be deep enough. That's not deep enough. Let's keep going. Even deeper. Should we sit down to pee? Now, of course, this is a subject that goes back at least a few 100,000 years to when our ancestors first started walking upright and discovered that, hallelujah, they can pee while standing. The only problem was not pissing all over yourself, which, if you had a penis and at least one hand free, wasn't really that much of a problem. Oh, at least for most people anyway. Now, way back in 1992, when my older brother got married and I was his best man, I found out a couple years later through various sources that my brother's new wife was forcing him to sit down when he peed. Now, at the time, my much younger and much less wise self guffawed loudly at the feminizing of my once manly brother, the person that I once looked up to as the example of manliness. Manliness. Oh yeah. But should I have laughed at my brother? After all, it turns out that 42% of all married men sit down to pee. So, congrats to all you guys out there who love your wife so much you're willing to do this, I guess. Or perhaps those 42% of married men know something that the rest of us don't. Now, while there are definite advantages to standing while peeing, or at least it's perceived that way by society, there is, after all, a movement out there of women lobbying for equality in the standing while peeing arena, openly declaring the advantages and privileges that come with an ability to stand and pee at the same time. But just like our addictions to plastic, oil, fast food, internet porn, it's possible that our addiction to standing while peeing also comes with some dire consequences. As one researcher put it, yes, someone's paying money to find out the health benefits of peeing while standing or sitting. Thank God, sitting results in a more favorable urodynamic profile. When you spend way more time and money than it was worth getting your PhD, you've got to find some way to make it worthwhile, so you say things like favorable urodynamic profile instead of it's easier to pee. But why and how? Well, standing requires the use of certain abdominal muscles, and it's thought that using those same muscles can restrict... Standing requires the use of... Now I'm overthinking it. That the use of those muscles can restrict flow, resulting in preventing proper urination. I'm getting too sober, which means my thinking is getting lazy. All right, that'll get us back on track. But why and how? Well, standing requires the use of certain abdominal muscles, and it's thought that using those muscles can restrict flow, preventing proper urination. So this has got to be bad, right? Like it results in penis cancer or like bladder ulcers or something, right? Well, there doesn't seem to be much correlation one way or the other to physical or mental health. And so, with an incomplete picture, scientific-wise, should we stand or sit while peeing? Well, Here's what I think. Now, I'm sure you've heard the story of the person who goes in to see their doctor and tells the doctor, it hurts when I do this. And the doctor says, well, don't do that. It's kind of the same way. If standing or sitting while peeing, one or the other, brings you discomfort or more discomfort than the other, then do the one that brings you the greater level of comfort. Just the same, if one or the other brings you a level of emotional comfort, then do it. It's like masturbation. Everybody does it, but if you get caught doing it, then everybody makes fun of you for doing it. But you know, there might be some long-term health benefits to sitting while peeing. And so certainly there doesn't seem to be any reason not to. And if we're going to go with Pascal's wager here, you may as well sit down while peeing. So in short, I say, do whatever you goddamn well feel like doing in regards to standing or sitting while peeing. Hell, you can fucking squat for all I care. What am I gonna do? Well, just like our addiction to plastic, the convenience is too great for me. I pee in the shower every morning because it's just efficient and convenient. What do you guys think? Let me know in the comments down below. Until next time, continue to drunkenly philosophy on, my fellow drunken philosophers.